Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Weirdo. Today in Hockey, we're watching the Carolina Hurricanes face off against the Montreal Canadiens, and we're just going to have a good time. There's been a lot of sports going on between hockey and baseball, and I've been kind of canceling things back to back because I have been just not in the mood for it. Going live and being on YouTube. I haven't been in the mood, but I am right now. So, here I am. So, if you would like to join me in Discord, sorry, the upper lip is like hella itchy right now. You that link. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Diane. How are you? I want to expand it, but not expand it up it. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna be watching the game. If you want to join me, you can. If you don't want to join me, that's fine. Um, So something that I started working on when I was doing when we were watching the Dodgers game is I started working on a tapestry for the Dodgers, and I think I could do. It'd be fun to have like a Carolina Hurricanes um, something or other. I don't know if I want to do another tapestry or if I want to do something a little bit different. Um, I don't know. That's weird. I can't hear their audio, but I could hear the other audio. What's happening? So there we go. I was like, is it mine? Is it me? Is it me? So I have all the colors to do something with the CANES colors, but also because um, you're doing the Suzette stitch. Oh, you're doing great. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Well, that's fun. How's that coming along? I'm so envious of anyone who can have that, has the patience for a blanket. I just don't. Hey, Chris, welcome in. I talked to my parents earlier today, and my getting back into hockey has spurred them to get back into hockey, which has been cool to talk to them about. I still watch more than them now, but like it's fun because we're talking a lot about the playoffs coming up, what that's leading to, all that stuff. So yeah, we've been talking a lot of hockey. So if I did a Hurricanes focused project, what would I want it to be? Because I could do like a sweater or something, but that's hot temperature wise. I don't really want to do that. So sorry. Okay. So what are you up to today, Chris? What's everyone up to? I just had to reply to Adrian because I was like I had an eye appointment today. I got my eyes checked. My prescription's changed a little bit, so I need to order more glasses. I get mine online because they're a lot cheaper that way. A lot cheaper. Um, and uh, and I never know, like even if they have like the online try on thing, I'm just like I don't know what this looks like, and I'm not objective. So I need someone to tell me what's good, tell me what works. I appreciate it, and I'll just do what. So I like narrowed it down and just sent her like a ton of pictures. So thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. No, sorry, Adrian. I always smack the shit out of this. I don't mean to. Okay, so for the um, for a hurricanes based project, so the hurricanes colors are red, black, and white, and I mean, it actually makes the most sense. It's the most straightforward, and doing a bit of research and piddling. Piddling? That's a fun word. To piddle. We're going to be getting your channel going. We're going to thank some e-commerce. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I know that can be a lot of research going into that. Um, I was playing Magic at like 4 in the morning this morning, which has been kind of my go-to. It's like if I can't sleep, I just go in an arena and then play Magic. And um, honestly, like unless I just like totally misinterpreted the like little messages you sent back and forth, because this person not only had the base like 5 things you could say, but they also considered other stuff. They also like purchased or like with either points or money or whatever, um, like other phrases that they could say. And this person was like being the biggest dick, and I was like, I hate you. And it was so much so that I was like, I'm not gonna like concede this game. That there might be a chance I could win, just because like I want to beat you so bad, and I did end up winning that one. Thankfully, so it was worth sticking it out. Like it was, I'm assuming is he like honestly just like saying stuff that was like just like very unsportsmanlike, and I did not like. Okay, so we have Anderson and Matt, which it's like Anderson's been playing better than Buffy um, lately. Hey, Lydia, welcome in. So like, I think that could be a decent thing, but also it's a little. It's really hard with the goalies right now. The Canes and the goalies, just kind of. Okay, we just had puck drop. What are you up to today, Lydia? I'm in Discord watching the Canadiens and the Canes play. They're playing in Carolina right now. Game just started a little over 30 seconds ago. Sometimes my eyes can't focus on like the white jerseys. I don't like have trouble following the guys on the eyes. Diamond art painting. Oh, very cool. What do you what artwork do you paint? Sorry, I don't mean to ignore you all. Okay, so uh, 2.5 minutes in, we already have 4 shots on goal for the Canes, no shots on goal for the Canadiens. So we so since I last saw you, so last time I saw you, we think you were doing the baseball series that I just started. We did opening day with the Dodgers. Since then, the Dodgers have played the Diamondbacks 2 more times. The Dodgers have won both of those times. Additionally, leading to hey Kiki, welcome in. How are you? I am in Discord. Um, the Nightbot just dropped the link. I'm gonna upload the link. Sometimes the link only is good for a while, and then it needs to, and then it expires. So let me just make sure. If you haven't used our Discord before, it's super cool in my professional opinion. Um, Not only do we watch hockey for the Hubs and hockey, and we watch baseball for yarn balls and baseball. So I always hit this. I bet. Um, Hello, workers. I'm sorry, I'm weird. Um, so we also do yarn balls and baseball, which we just started up as the regular season for MLB just started. So so we have that going. We also have watched. Hey Zach, welcome in. I'm better in this moment, and I will take that because it's been kind of a weird couple of days that have been kind of. Uh, what do you mean? What happened the other night? I mean, because the answer is a number of answers that could be could be the answer to that. So, um, but we also watch movies and TV shows and all kinds of stuff in Discord. If you haven't been on Discord, Discord is free. The user interface is a little bit confusing. Honestly, I don't love getting on there. I don't know how to do a lot of things on Discord, but I do know how to get people onto the platform. I know how to get them into Army of Weirdos, which is our server, basically a chat room, and I know how to get them to a place where they can watch movies and shows and games with us. Um, So, so if you have any interest in any of that, you can use the Discord link that Nightbot dropped, that I dropped. I'm going to drop it again with the updated one. And um, is there a guy whose last name is Keister? Because if there is, I'm going to laugh at him for existing. 7-year YouTube anniversary tomorrow night. Yay, Zach. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. At 9 p.m. Eastern if I don't go to the hockey game. Okay, well, I will do my best to be there if you are there. But obviously, going to a hockey game is just a fun experience to be involved in. So, did I win that tonight? Oh, thought I went in. Damn it. Oh, what I can't help but to get close. Also, I'm really pissed off at my hair. If you have curly hair, you know the feeling. Honestly, if you have hair, you know the feeling. Sometimes you just your hair's not on your side. But my hair looked halfway decent. I put stuff in it to make it look nice, and then through a night of like not sleeping, trying to sleep, put a fucking bonnet on it, but then I took it off, and it's just it's going through it. It's going through it. But congratulations, Zach. Let me not gloss over this. Congratulations, Zach, on 7 years on YouTube. I'm very proud of you for sticking with it, showing up, for keep coming back. If you're not there, please don't come. LOL, I won't answer the door. I'll just be outside of your window with a boombox playing Taylor Swift because I know you love Taylor Swift. So, what is everyone sipping on, or is everyone making? I would like to make something for the Canes because with my baseball series, I'm making a Dodgers. Um, I'm making a Dodgers project. I'm making a tapestry that I'm gonna put either back here or somewhere. It'll exist, but I really want to move my bats. But I can move this. It's pretty easy to move. I can move this. It's pretty easy to move. Also, I'm excited to get new glasses. Ooh, feels so fancy. Not excited to spend money, but at least it's not the amount of money that you would spend at like the eye doctor for their glasses. Sure, it's fancy. It's a fucking rocket. Okay, so right now, Canes have 5 shots on goal, and um, the Canadians have 0. They are tied at 0. Sipping on water, but going to make coffee. Nice. Okay, so when I went to the eye doctor today, I was waiting for the bus, and like the one bus that I was waiting for was like it's just like this like there was a pretty long time in between buses arriving. So there is a really uh, good looking like Mexican like I don't want to say it was a food stand because it was like it was a very small restaurant. I don't know how to word it, but every time I've been in that area, I always see people going up to it. It looked really good, and so I was like, if I ever have time, I'm just gonna use that as justification to go there. So I got a breakfast burrito that was like this freaking big. It's like big as my head. It was awesome. Um, and I was like, okay, like coffee would be cool. And I didn't see anyone. I didn't see coffee on the menu, so I didn't order coffee there. But I saw a lot of people walking by with coffee. But we were in like the West. Like, I mean, me and my big ass ego, um, and my empty ass wallet. No, I saw people walking by with like coffee and matcha and stuff, and I was like, that looks very fancy. So that means it's going to be very expensive. However, I would like a coffee because I didn't sleep last night, and I need coffee. So I went to this coffee shop. I took pictures, mostly because I was going to send them to Crystal. And I, because Crystal and I had talked about fancy coffee shops and gentrification. Um, and I was like, this, if this is not the definition of like, don't bring this, um, don't bring this coffee shop into my neighborhood. So it was like this, like, so they didn't have tables. They literally just had one long, like, they have like long pieces of wood that you could sit on that was against one wall. That was the whole shop. This hopefully this was about how big the whole shop was. I don't know if that indicates. And then they just had a bike on a rug. Like, are you all seeing this? Like, that was their decor. I knew I was about to spend. I was about to drop a bunch of money on coffee, and that I did. However, so like I saw people getting all of these like fancy drinks like matcha, and it had like a cut fig on top. I'm not fucking kidding, like a fig on top. And that was like really popular. A bunch of like Instagram people were like taking pictures of their drinks and stuff like that. But they had a masala chai on the menu, and like it looked like they were like making their chai. It looked like they were making their chai. It's okay. Everything's all right in moderation. So, we're going to let people do what they want to. Hey, Crystal. I'm drinking a Coca Cola a cherry Coke Zero. It stains my teeth red, but I like it. Not the staining, but the taste. This is one I get this like every couple of times to balance out all the Sam's Cola I get. Mm-hmm. But anywho, so like this place was so. Oh yeah, I usually make my own coffee. In fact, I'm not even drinking that much anymore because it makes my tremors worse typically. But I at this moment I needed coffee, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. So um, I uh, I spent $15 on this one drink. Now, do I feel good about that? No. Will I do it ever again? I really hope not. They are playing Fall Out Boy. Hell yeah. Okay, sorry, I had a moment. I'm wearing my Fall Out Boy shirt. Um, but so they handmade their masala chai, which if you've ever had chai tea that's from the container, the was it Tezo or whatever, and how it's like grainy because they don't make it right. Um, that's not what happened here. So I got a dirty chai, which means they put a shot of espresso in the chai. Heck yeah, Svechnikov made one. Power play goal. I gotta watch that because I was chit chatting. Um, it's okay. I think some people like iced coffee, some people like hot coffee. I think that's reasonable. I actually really prefer hot coffee, um, but especially because when you get iced coffee, so much of it is iced, so um, you don't get to drink as much of it. I'm more of a quantity kind of guy. So give me a bucket of coffee, if you will. Crystal can't even like look at coffee without being caffeinated for 10 days, 10 business days. But that's okay. Are, isn't this fucking weird? I know this is a terrible picture to try to show off. Like I wanted to try. I also wanted to be like very stealthy about taking pictures because wasn't trying to get all weird about taking pictures of other people. This is inside a shop. There's a line out the door of this very small room, and there's just a bike there. It's not a special bike either, and it's on a rug. Like they didn't even like it's on its own little rug. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. But I think it's normal to prefer iced coffee versus hot or the other way around. Call you know, you know, if the shoe fits, right? It's okay, baby. You wanted to come over here, and I acting like you don't, so you don't have to walk on my laptop. But what do I know? I smell coffee in that room. I know. Is it that way with all caffeine, or is it just coffee? I'm not a coffee person. Yeah, same here. Like I do usually put like a little bit of artificial sweetener in it, like literally just like a tiny bit. But I'll drink it with no sweetener in it as well. Especially because like as many times as I've been in treatment, and like sometimes that's literally all you get is black coffee. You just kind of get used to it, so everything else kind of becomes a little unnecessary. Be cool to like be fancier sometimes, but I don't really need it to be fancy. Um, I'll get fancier with like tea and stuff like that. Oh no! Oh, he just like rolled right into the net. He just that goalie fall was so funny. He just like wee. Love matcha lattes and green tea can also have that effect. Yeah, I think green tea has like a decent amount of caffeine. I wish I liked matcha because it seems very fancy pants, but I just and maybe it's just because I have only had like I've only had matcha once, and it was like cheap matcha, but it honestly just tasted like grass clippings, and I was like, I don't get it. So I didn't go back because matcha tends to be more expensive. So I was like, I'm not gonna spend money on something that I have a suspicion that I don't like that much. I'm sure there's, I mean, I know there's different grades of it, like literally, but more for the rest of you. Something else I wish I liked was bubble tea. It seems very cool, but I don't like anything that attacks my throat like that. I remember when my mom and I first learned about it was like I think it must have been like 17 or something, and it was like when it first hit popularity in like North Carolina, or like people started talking about it, and my mom and I were like, "Oh, bubble tea, this sounds cool." And we like didn't really know anything about it, didn't think about it. People just talking about it calls matcha sewer water. Damn. I mean, I call like grass clippings with sewer water. I don't think so. What's that, Chris? Um, and so we had bubble tea, and so we like go get bubble tea. We're like, me and my mom were like, "Oh, it's gonna be so cool, so fun, whatever." Maybe it was more like 15, whatever. And so I'm sure we could see inside of it, but we weren't thinking about why it was called bubble tea or anything like that. So we didn't even really know what was gonna happen. Like we just thought it was like looked like bubbles at the bottom or something. I don't know. But like first time you like suck one of those tapioca pearls up and you're like, what? And I'm a texture freak, and you're gonna tell me that all of a sudden a tapioca pearl is gonna enter my throat without warning? Oh hell no, hell no. So I totally thought you were pregnant, Zach. I think pickles and peanut butter is like a uh, pretty. I wouldn't say normal, but I don't think that's a very outlandish request. Oh, I think I've heard of that. Is that the kind of stuff that they make like the mushroom drinks out of? That are like not like super foods, but like kind of uh, they're like brain boosting or like stuff like that. Is that what they're about? Um, I don't like mushrooms, but mostly because I don't like the. Sorry, no babies for me. I feel you on that, dog. I literally had them like take that shit out, dump it in a trash can. I wish I liked boba. It sounds so cool. It just seems so whimsical. I apparently don't have that brand of whimsy in me, but I don't think it would. I don't think I mind the flavor of mushrooms. I just don't like. Wait, what just happened? What, is, what the hell did they hit? That noise was crazy. I'm jealous of people who can eat stuff. Speaking of jealous of people who can eat stuff, this doesn't happen often. I'm in a bipolar group, and I posted about kind of being kind of down um, and kind of feeling stuff because like my physical health was having problems. And I just said I was having physical health problems, and that led to me feeling kind of down. I just kind of venting about feeling like that, not really looking for an answer. And this person came on the group, and occasionally get people who are just kind of like this, and they're like, "Well, for the answer for your physical problems," and so they try to propose a diet for my physical problems, but they don't know what my physical health problems are. So of course they're gonna just. I can't believe that guy said, "Oh, they didn't know if it had been like, oh, are we gonna get a fight? Oh, people, Keandre's. That was there was a lot of confusion happening on the ice where everything just kind of paused. Um, but yeah, so like then this guy was like, you should go do the carnivore diet for your health stuff and like all the stuff. And it's like again, like you don't know what my and just like they like kept like replying like here's a good book for like, the carnivore diet and stuff like that. And it's like I just was like I have an eating disorder. I that I'm already limited about what I can eat. So no. Like, and that's all they wrote. Like I didn't like I wasn't like this is not the time or place to push your like bullshit lacking science diet on me. Um or whatever. Because like if you do it and it works for you, congratulations. But like I don't do that. But I can't eat most meat with RFID, with my RFID. I can't eat most meat. So I was like, this motherfucker, this motherfucker. I wasn't really like that, but I just like some people like are so into their own agenda. I guess is the moral of the story that like they will just take any opportunity to be that guy. Exactly. And like even if even if that's where you want to go with it because you think that this diet is the best thing since it's better than sliced bread because it's just meat. Like even if you think that, be like, hey, like I don't know if this could work for you. I don't know what your health problems are, but I know I had some health problems, and this is what it was like. No, with your health problems, this will help. And I was like, you don't know shit. You better back off. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm happy. Most people don't like me. Yeah, I'm like you can't go ahead and blanket suggest diets for people when they're talking about weight, when they're talking about health problems, like anything like that. Um, and like, what if I like you don't know. You don't, and there's ways you can, if this has helped you so much, you can talk to people about it and like offer it as a kind suggestion or something that helps them. But being like that, it's like just go fuck off. Like I just don't have nice words for people like that. And I just like really you're pushing your meat agenda, which honestly, that would be a really good band name. The meat agenda. Wait, maybe not. Maybe that sounds too like the male loneliest epidemic is the meat agenda. But anywho, Crystal smells like coffee and chocolate cake today. That is a wonderful collection of scents. That felt weird, and I apologize. I don't know if it felt weird for you all, but it felt very weird for me. So I'm just gonna push that away, and we're gonna pretend like nothing happened. Ian said a bad word. I am shocked. I don't even know which bad word you're referring to because I think I said quite a few of them. Yeah, don't push your meat in me. I mean, on and in, right? I love I love when typos just work. I'm done typing. Oh, so this is about to go off of Amazon Prime. It was only available as I know this is a big departure from what I've talked about thus far. It's about to go off of Amazon Prime. Season one is because it was only available on Apple TV, which I don't have, and season two you can pay for like Amazon TV or Apple TV on Amazon Prime, but I'm not doing that. But I already watched all of season one again, and I want to rewatch it because I want to make sure I get it. But it's Monarch Legacy of Monsters, which if you liked the Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla versus Kong, uh, all of that, like if you like those movies, this is a TV show that does some tying in with those, and it's very good. Oh, I thought we had a breakaway. Oh, damn it! I'm like the O and I are next to each other. Hey, I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules. But yeah, if anyone wants to watch Monarch Legacy of Monsters again with me, I'm more than happy to do so. I've also been watching the TV show Bones again, and I've just been binging through that because I normally read a lot and I just haven't had a lot of the patience to read lately, so I've just been watching on TV. Not my thing as much, but I didn't make the keyboard. Yeah, it's true. I don't make the rules. Well, that's an excellent book. Don't push that meat in me. But yeah, I'm hoping that as soon as they take season one off of Amazon uh, Prime, then they will put season two on because I have been having fun with watching it. Also, Andres Holm, who is one of the three main guys in Workaholics, if you've seen Durs, um, he's in it. And I just like supporting him and his face in general. Need a t-shirt. Bones was good. Bones is so good. Yeah, I love Bones. I like. I'm in season three right now. Three, I think three. Um, and it's one of those shows that just like it's good from the very beginning. Like the pilot's good, season one is good, and it's just like it, it's just such a solid show. I tried to start watching Dead Like Me again, but I'm really having trouble getting through the pilot. I remember when I that show came out, and I had such a big crush on the main character because like apathetic girl is like or like moody girl is 100% my type. What's the theme? Yeah, probably. Also, if you were a Buffy fan and you like David Boreanaz, whatever his last name, tried to watch Dexter, I never understood it. I think I watched like a couple episodes, but I just didn't watch it consistently. But I really would like to watch it. It seems cool. I don't really like murdery things that much. Like on the side, like point of view of the killer. That's not my thing. But I know it's like different, you know, perspective. I have not seen Veronica Mars. I've heard it's amazing. Where is Veronica Mars these days, streaming wise? I really want to continue rewatching Buffy though, but I gotta figure out where it is because now I don't have Netflix, um, so I can't remember where I was rewatching things. Now I was looking it up. I was talking to Lori, I think. Yeah, it was Lori. Um, and we were talking about where the once the Stanley Cup playoffs start, the hockey games are no longer going to be available on ESPN. Um, okay, an alarm for me to wake up, which I never went to sleep, so I don't need it. I need to watch more movies. You name a movie, I probably haven't seen it yet. I know that's why you got to come to movie nights. It's on Netflix. Okay, when I get Netflix back, because I'm not planning on like never having it again. I just want to like kind of like rotate what I have so that I can um, save money and be cheap. Also, I really want to get AMC Plus because I really want to watch Dracula. That's really all I want from it. Although there's a lot of horror on there because Shudder is under AMC Plus. Um, but there's sports going on. I don't want to watch that. Although I get to watch, um, I get to watch MLB because that's on Peacock, right? And I don't have to pay for that for reasons. So Zach, if there's like, so what is a movie that you've heard that you think you would like, but you haven't seen that we can facilitate the watching of for you? Is there a movie in particular, or there's like a genre of movies that you'd like to watch more of? I've been playing a lot of Magic, so and I'll probably get back into the playing Magic on live. So I have two main decks, really one main deck, and then one I need to get better because when I was at like lower ranks, my green and black deck that's called Kinda Sucks. It was doing all right, but once I got into higher ranks, it just gets obliterated. And then my red, white, black deck is doing pretty good. That one I'm calling Tickle Tickle because I don't have a better name for it. I keep thinking I'm gonna change the name to. Well, let me explain so that what different guilds have different names, like different collections of colors have different names that they've built a storyline around. Because Magic also has this incredible lore behind it, and so white, red, black is called Mardu. And so I was gonna call it Mardu She Wrote, like Murder She Wrote, because of the puns. Um, but I keep forgetting to change the name, so it's just called Tickle Tickle. Um, and it's been doing pretty well. It's been a pretty solid deck. I've been kind of making some tweaks to it, making some late gay. Me, I am the late gay. That's me. Um, uh, Late game changes to it, so it's a little bit. It packs a punch later in the game. Once I've run out of some of that early game removal that I'm playing, you know, Magic, you Carlos. What? I forgot what I said. That would require a Carlos response. Um, Magic School Bus, the kid with the puns. I remember the Magic School Bus, but all I can remember is going inside that kid. That's all I can remember. I don't remember details. I just remember like broad strokes of the Magic School Bus. That show rocked though. I've seen so many good Miss Frizzle cosplays. I like puns. Puns are fun. My dad's usually pretty good at puns, and my dad's pretty good at jokes. But I called my dad after my optometrist appointment because I was asking him about his eyes because he's been having eye problems, and uh, I was like, hey, it was like, hey, what are you up to? I was like, hey, just calling to say what's up. I That show was good. Imagine if. Oh, it's fine. I just didn't know if I had mentioned something, and then you said Carlos, and I forgot. So you're all good. Um, and so I was like, hey, yeah, I just went to the optometrist, and he was like, I can see that, and I was like, did you get a receipt or something, or was that a joke? Because like how like sometimes if like your email is set up so it goes to someone else for like something or you like whatever, or like someone can get notifications on your card or whatever. I had no idea what he was talking about. He was like, yeah, it was a joke. It wasn't it didn't land. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I guess part of it too is like because I still get some stuff and my ex still gets some stuff back and forth. That's what it was. It was my frame of reference. So it was like, how did you know? I was very confused. But sometimes jokes don't land. It doesn't mean you're not funny. It just means the moment's not right. That's okay. You just got to keep on going for the puns. Just keep laying them on. Eventually, one will be funny, probably. But yeah, so I was gonna name the so. But my green black deck, I've been making some changes to it, some big changes. Still not like it's gotten closer, which I'm happy about, but uh, it is not where I need it to be, which is in a place where it wins most of the time. So I just need to be better, and that's not where we're at right now. So I gotta figure that one out. I think one of the big issues is that I don't have a lot of cards that are duplicates of cards in that deck, and so it makes it a lot more inconsistent. Um, and I've been trying to like buy as few cards as possible. I've only uh, like traded cards once, and that was for this card called Scavenging Ooze, which is just a really great green card. It's such a solid card. So that's the only one that I was like, I know I want this specific card. I've played with it before. I've seen it before. Seen how much of a menace it can be, and I know I want it. And that's like the thing is like I'm so hesitant to buy and trade for new cards or like multiples of certain cards because there might be a card that is that card but better in some way or another that I would rather have, but I just haven't seen it yet. And because I'm not super familiar with the cards that are standard right now, I don't want to invest a lot into like a less than great alternative. Like, what if I have a card that can? What if there's a card that can do the same thing, but it's cheaper to put out on the field? Or what if it can do that and then some? So that's kind of why I'm a little hesitant to go ahead and just like use those up because I want to use them wisely. But I think as a result, I end up doing it a little too conservatively, but you know, better than being too impulsive, maybe. I don't know, there's probably balance, like all things. So I was gonna say show of hands, but it's not like I have an alternative. So it's like gonna be like show of hands if I should make a tapestry of the Hurricanes logo, but like what would I do if I didn't make that tapestry? Like I don't know what I would make. No, I was thinking I could. An potential alternative would be to freestyle a hurricane's, just the cane, like the hurricane, the eye of the storm, uh, like logo, and that could be pretty cool. Um, but it's a lot more work mentally, and my mental work capacity is like, you know. Well, you know what? Let's just go for it. Okay, so I'm going to start looking some things up. Start looking at the logo. Now, I'm going to show off this a little bit. So, this symbol, this hurricane symbol with I, is their standard logo. Their alternate logo is this hurricane warning flag that is on a hockey stick, which looks cool, but it just isn't as striking, I think, as the hurricane logo. This is pretty cool with the text. I kind of want it like this. Now, I wonder if I should skip kind of the gray around it is pretty important just for the dimension and also the distinction. Um, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over into Sketch Fiddle. Okay, so we're going to go and I'm going to crochet colorwork. Go from picture, add the picture in. Now it's asking what I want for the width. Now we looked at the width of the, I used as a reference the width of this bag um, for the for Halloween. This is about 45 stitches wide, um, and the this and how grainy it is 150 stitches wide. So it's 3 times as wide, and then it's 84 tall. So it's about twice as tall. I don't want it to get any more grainy. So where's the other strap? So I think 150 is probably for the best. You watched the Magic School Bus on Netflix the other day. You're such a geek. I think it's cool. I love the Magic School Bus. I just don't remember shit about it apparently, other than like Miss Frizzle's gonna go up your butthole. Okay, so I'm gonna say, okay, so we want red, white, black, and gray. So let's see what 4 looks like. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm a little tempted to make this area right here a little wider so that we can get some of that, like some more distinguishing white around it. Distinguishing white, that's my nickname. Is that your way of calling me Geek Zach? Well, he was like, exactly, yeah. They could be in you at any time. So I'm just going in and make some adjustments. I want to get rid of any of these gray spots within. And I also am adding these not only for like aesthetics, but it will be easier to carry the yarn. And that's really what I care about, things being easier for me. Just kind of cleaning up these edges. Clean up this red at the top. There's a lot of stuff going on. I can hear it, but I don't know what's happening. Okay, so I think I like the way that looks. Gonna just pop that in. I don't really care about it. Okay, so I need to have a red that I know I'm gonna have enough of. Dragging back and forth for some reason. Well, it's a very soothing activity. It's very soothing to your nervous system to rock back and forth. Okay, trying to think of the reds that I own. Now I have a full skein of regular size Red Heart Super Saver that I was gonna use for Scotty's uh, Star Trek outfit, but I only have one skein of it, and I'm a little nervous about not having enough. Which I got it from Walmart, but Walmart ordering yarn can be so tricky, you know? Let me go take a gander. Because I also have this yarn um, from Hirschner's, and I have about this much left. It's an 8 ounce skein. I would guess that I have about six left, which is the same size um, as a Red Heart Super Saver skein. I can't remember that correctly. So I'm here. So this is not Red Heart Super Saver. I was wrong. This is Mainstays acrylic and red, great red for Being red. Break away. Wow, he just snapped that out of the air. Oh, don't fight my boy Jarvis, because I will fight you. If you have, I have my sweater hanging up. I steam blocked it and might have over blocked it because I just was like, steam, 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 whee. So I might have released it too much, made it too big, but the size was perfect. Your sizing chart and how you sized everything, Crystal, was gorgeous. I am going to use a 4 millimeter hook because I want this to be fairly small, like as small as it can be given the size. Also, unlike the LA Dodgers, they scored. Damn, he just went across the ice into the net. Just, oh, ow. Ooh. So, unlike the LA Dodgers one that I'm doing, where I'm doing an extended single crochet, I'm going to be doing a single crochet because I need my dimensions to be exactly like they're supposed to be. And a single crochet um, is as wide as it is tall. Is that correct? Does my brain deceive me? Now I'm questioning that. The boys are not playing today, and I love to see. Well, they are literally playing, but they're not playing. Okay, yes, single crochets are generally about as tall as they are wide. Crochet stitches. Okay, so I looked up also just like a general like what is a crochet stitch that is about as tall as it is wide. And so it's saying extended single crochet, extended half double crochet, certain stitches. So it's actually saying that single crochet in this. This is where it's like, well, you just told me. Okay, well, maybe I'll actually do the extended, uh, the extended, because I don't want to change the dimensions of it. Okay, so the Canadians scored. The game is currently tied at 1 with a little less than 13 minutes left in the second period. I'm going to start by doing a chainless foundation uh, chain. And I'm going to be doing this with single crochets because I don't think it really makes as much sense to do it with an extended single. Just making sure. Doing two projects that um, are doing are using a chainless foundation chain is annoying, especially because I had to redo and restart um, the Dodgers one because I just felt like the hook size wasn't right. Am I really going to do 150 of these? Should I just chain? I think I'm just going to chain. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do 150 of these and I have to do 45 of those. And I'm just going to, no, we're not, we're not playing those reindeer games, as, as a wise man once said. Okay, so currently, Canes have 21 shots on goal, and the Canadians have 8. Oh, damn it, no one was there. So I'm going to use my stitch markers so that I don't lose my mind doing 150 of these. Um, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, am I the only one? If you're doing a long chain, do you use a bunch of stitch markers like this, or am I the only one? Sometimes I'm like, I'm crazy. I remember when I first started crocheting, and this is like, I guess, just like if you are a newer crocheter and you find that there's certain things that you're getting frustrated at, not necessarily with making longer chains, but really anything, just like try to, here's some unsolicited advice. Feel free to shut this off if you don't give a shit. But like, just try to like see what other people are doing around you and try to kind of be like a sponge with new information and like give things a try that you're like, even if you're like not, even if you're pretty sure that it's not going to work, if you're like stuck on something, like give it a try and see how that can change what you're doing. Because like maybe it'll help. And if it doesn't help, then just toss it. Like who cares? But like for me, like I felt like I saw people who were like chain 100 and they were just chain 100 and I would be like I'd be like, how do I count these chains? And then the chain would turn and I'd be all confused. Or I'd be like, is this a chain or is this a chain? I can't see and I don't know what I'm looking at. And figuring out what worked for me just took practice and knowing where I needed some help and stuff like that. And then literally all someone had to do was like, uh, I use stitch markers to help me. And I was like, oh, I can do that. Like, and things like that, that you just have to be kind of open to realizing that maybe one person's method isn't going to be for you, but maybe someone else's is. So that's just my experience with learning, because this is the most frustrating part for me, I think. Hey, Lori, I am working on a CANES. What's that there? I'm going to do something similar to what I'm doing for the Dodgers, except I'm not doing a chainless foundation row because I did four of them and I was like, "Fuck this place." I'm watching the Canes play the Canadiens. Um, did you know that you can't spell Canadiens without the Canes? Without Canes, you are the busiest woman in showbiz, that's for sure. Thanks. I mean, honestly, I feel like I should. I don't deserve any credit for that. Like, all I did was I downloaded a picture from the internet and then I modified it a little bit just so um, it would fit the graph a little bit better. But just like with the LA one, like I made a couple tweaks and that's it. So I don't, and it got me thinking. And honestly, this maybe I'm a hater. I don't know. If I'm a hater, tell me to shut up, hater. But like there are some people that I feel um, like I've known people who've sold stuff like this, and I'm just like, how can't you just like put it on Stitch Fiddle and do it yourself? You haven't recorded in a while. That's okay, Zach. You do a lot of lives like me. 30. Mm, 20, 30. I do different colors for different tools. Thank you. I have it right here. Did you post the video? I didn't see. I guess it was the end of the month. I've painted this. Look at backwards. It looks backwards to me, but I don't know how it looks. And I put heart stars. I didn't put horseshoes, but I put clovers and a blue moon. Well, I put a moon. That's what the bracelet is. I've charged for designs on Stitch Fiddle, but never for one where I've pulled a picture from the internet and modified it because that's just yeah. I think like that's yeah. I like if you design something from scratch, absolutely. Well, it's gone forever, but yeah. 19 seconds left in the power play. There were too many men on the ice for the Canes, so someone had to pay. Oh, 2 seconds left on the penalty kill. Oh, poor Jarvie. He's like, I keep shooting at the net and nothing's working. Didn't go live all this week. That's okay. I only went live once when I planned to go live like 3 times. Okay, sorry. We're gonna hit 50. I know you were talking to Lori, Zach, but that's the thing is like the way I see it. I mean, you didn't ask for this, so do with that what you will. But you have more to offer than just going live and being online, you know, like for people. And you do have stuff going on, but even if you didn't, you still deserve to take whatever time you need, whatever, for whatever reason. Okay, so this is 50. How is this happening? This is not 50. This is 100. This is 100. I was like, eh, but three 19 left in the. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Little over 3 minutes left in the second. Great advice, Crystal. Great advice. Well, do you have fun going to the hockey games? At least what you have reported back to me, which you don't have reported anything back to me. Um, Can you all hear me all right? Sorry, it's doing weird things with my audio. It's, like, connected to my other headset, like, my earbuds, like, all of a sudden, which, like, sometimes those earbuds give me, an issue, and I can't find them. I don't know where if they're not, like, settled into their little cubby, like, perfectly, then things can happen. Can you all hear me? Can anyone hear me? Okay. Could you hear me when I had my headset on, or was that silent? That, like, headset getting activated fucked everything up. I don't know what's happening. So while I was having technical difficulties, the Canadians scored. Oh no, they just scored again. Okay, during the power play, uh, Canes had one in for tripping, and now it's 3-1 Canadians. You can hear me with the headset on? Okay. Okay. You can't hear the game audio though, right? Because I just turned it off. But let me know if you could hear it at any point. You always wear your hoodie and your coat. Yeah, see, I always think I'm gonna be colder than I am, and then because I like get into the game, I'm like sweating and I'm like into it, and then I get too hot and I'm burning up and I'm gonna pass out. I don't know where that headset is that ruined everything, so I can't close it and make sure it's in there. That is quite frustrating. Okay, so I'm gonna mark off at 150. Then I'm gonna take these other ones off. Now the first couple rows are just red. Actually, quite a few rows. So the first 8 rows are red. Nice, Zach. Got spit some game. Everyone knows that hockey is an aphrodisiac. Jeez. Well, I'm glad security kicked him out. Here, like, you say stuff like that and you get, like, fucking roses and a parade and shit. Okay, so we're at the end of the second period. The Canadiens are up by 2. Score 3-1. Um, again, we're seeing Carolina up in shots on goal, literally twice the amount of shots on goal, 26-14, that you're seeing from the other team, yet the other team is winning. This is a goalie issue. It's a fucking goalie issue. That's good. Should get the fuck out. Shouldn't be welcome anywhere, obviously. Oh no. I had some technical difficulties. I'm still having them. I don't know where anything is, and I'm very upset about it. So I can't use my headset because I'm not sure what's working and what's not working. And it's driving me freaking bonkers. So I'm starting on. So I chained my 150, and then I did a turning chain, and now I am working back and doing extended single crochets because it was reported to me that extended singles are the closest to the height of one chain. So rather than singles. So I think this will keep the proportions of the graph exactly like I want them. I was a little surprised to see that little bit of information, honestly, but I took it under advisement. This is such a nice red. Such a nice red. Again, this is mainstays from Walmart, and this is just the red color they have in their acrylic yarn. I think that they have such good. I think that Mainstays is such a solid yarn line. I really wish they would come out with more colors because right now they only have like what 5, 6 colors, and like whether they're stocked or not is a total question mark. And I think that honestly, like it's such good quality that um, they could really get somewhere by expanding the line. But what do I know? Lines up the stitches better. Yeah, I love the way they look. I love the way that extended singles look. I've always really liked them. I just expected them to be a little bit taller than they are wide. So I thought that they would elongate the picture a little bit and kind of distort it a little bit. And especially with something like the Canes logo that is oblong. I didn't want to stretch it and have it be more of a circle because that wouldn't look right. Um, but it looks like that's not an issue, or maybe it will be, and we'll find out. But I was already planning on doing an extended single for the Dodgers logo, so it works out. Honestly, now that I'm thinking of it, I could, if I wanted to take like the much easier way out, I could just make the hurricane warning flags, the ones that are hanging off of the stick. I could just make that. I mean, is it as cool? Not at all. But is it faster? Absolutely. And I mean, and because it's a square, like you can even do like you could do any variation of a granny square basically and have it work out, or you could do just like single crochets or what have you. But yeah, having the colors change more neatly is obviously nicer. It's nice when it looks cleaner. Oh, I did a single crochet all the way back here. Gotta go back. I feel like the single crochet probably didn't make a difference, but it would have made a difference in my heart, and that's all I care about. So I'm gonna turn the audio on for the um, I'm gonna turn the audio on for uh, the game. Let me know if you hear anything other than the sound of my voice. Okay? Can you hear any other audio? I don't think you should be able to, but I don't know, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. You don't? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. these shots on goal, like I words don't have the words because it's not just this game. It's not just another game. It's almost all the games we have going on here, where we have just this insane shots on goal differential. It's literally a 2-to-1 shots differential, and they're still losing games. So frustrated. I'm so frustrated. I'm glad you had fun at your soccer game, Lori. That sounds super cool. I saw not only the picture that you posted, um, but I follow someone else who follows a lot of women's sports, and she had a bunch of videos from it, and it looked just like an insanely good time. That's so cool, and like to be a breaking amount of people, and to just have people so excited to show up and um, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I bet. He's got it in. Mm, come on, just come on. You want to be here? Be here. If you don't want to be here, pick somewhere else. Watch when soccer in the last Summer Olympics. So Liz, school I taught it, and I helped her a couple times. She was never in my class. She was a class. It's kind of exciting. Yeah, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, Lord, you just have like the coolest like life with like just everything you've touched. It's always amazing. I didn't watch women's soccer. I didn't watch any soccer. I haven't watched soccer in a long time. Um, last time I watched soccer, honestly, it's because my older sister was playing soccer at the time. Um, was like when like the USA women's like went and like like Mia Hamm era, if that puts things into perspective. So it's been a very long time. I haven't watched, and that's just any soccer. So come on, boys, come on. We have a power play. Oh, okay, okay, come on, come on, break them apart, get all up in there, dig, 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 poke it in there. 6 degrees is a real thing for sure. Yeah, for you. I don't. I mean, I guess I know you, so then you're going 6 degrees. So come on. I don't know anybody. Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. Yeah, you're the connection. You're the hub. Okay, 30 seconds left of the power play. Come on. Okay, power play's over. I swear, when Anderson's in that, I just get real heartburn. It's just, it causes something physical in me to go. If he's gonna fuck up, it's gonna be like something that somebody else would cut. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we've got 16 minutes left in the third period. We're trailing by two. We are over 29 shots on goal uh, to 14 shots on goal. But it just matters what goes in, as we know. So the Canes need to get with it. However, they've got plenty of time to make the change. Oh, There's so much traffic, you guys need to split them up, break them up, or punch people in the face. I mean, that's one technique. Ugh, what the shit? Mm. Their defense is just like I don't want to say impenetrable because like I feel like it is. I mean, God, no one was there because that Anderson fucking half the net was open. I'm pissed, yo. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because the Canes aren't playing like the Canes, and it's I love them, but when you love someone and you have another penalty for nothing, that's not hooking. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That was not hooking. When you have to impede someone from anything for it to be hooking, it didn't touch him. It didn't hold him. It did not trip, which would be tripping. It, it was not hooking. This is bullshit. There's getting some bullshit ass calls tonight. Maybe I see why people trip. Glad I can't get a penalty for hooking. Well, you can just like a different kind and a different kind of penalty. Okay, it's 13:45 left in the third. We have a minute left in the penalty kill. And like, why isn't our defense like locking up, like tighten up? Okay, we gotta break away. No. Oh. Okay. Kill the penalty. Kill the penalty. Oh my god, they're just like literally like we will shoot it at anything. We don't give a shit. What is and do they have like opposing magnets on their fucking sticks right now? Why is nothing connecting? What's I've never seen them stick handle this poorly. Like literally every person on the team is like all of a sudden like we've never played hockey before. They're frazzled and something weird's happened. This game is chaotic on the Canes part. It is chaotic. I don't know if I've ever seen them play this chaotic. I like. Can someone please join me in Discord so you can see what I'm talking about? Like, I feel like I'm losing my. Like, am I losing my? I know I didn't sleep last night. That might be part of it. But like, can someone watch this and tell me that something's up with their play style? Because there's usually their structure. There's a play, makes sense. Offense goes where offense goes. Defense goes where defense goes. You kind of understand. Well, this is madness. Okay, less than 10 minutes left in the third. We're still trailing by two. Shit, I thought that went in. They had a smudge on my screen. Why'd I have so many smudges on my screen constantly? I mean, they're fighting for it. I'm not saying they're not trying. They're definitely trying. We have a little over 8 minutes left in the third. They're trying. You can tell they are. It's just like something's happening. I don't think they got any sleep last night either. That's my main possible explanation. So right now we have 32 shots on goal. One went in. Montreal has 16 shots on goal. Three went in. Oh, I'm gonna tear my lips apart earlier. Okay. Come on, babies. They're trying so they're putting everything down on the line. Like you can tell. Montreal had too many players on the ice, which happened to the Canes earlier. So we're gonna get a power play. 6 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second. We have uh, the score is 3-1, so we're trailing by two, and we can do it. I believe in my boys. I've seen them pull off bigger, badder moves, but tonight, we need we can do it. We can do it. Whoa! How did they have that many men on this like that? Minute and a half left in the power play. Okay. My body is so tense. Come on. How could I crochet with a game like this? 20 seconds left in the power play. I see. Nope. Okay. Power play is over. Or, yeah, 4 minutes left on the clock. We're trailing by two. There's not in the right place. Oh, fucking fuck. 3.5 minutes left. Look how stressed I am. I'm so stressed I look like I haven't slept in many an hour. You know why that is? Because I'm stressed and I haven't slept in many an hour. Does anyone else get like this with their team? Am I too involved? Am I just involved enough? I think one of the hardest things is because the Canes were playing so differently, and just it just seemed like a totally different team that we were watching before the break and after the Olympic break. I feel like that's been making it harder because I'm so used to just the way that the team gels together, and to see some of that fall through um, is like is what is making it harder, I think, to watch. I get passionate when I watch sports. Okay, thank you for thank you for reassuring me. Oh, so the open net Empty net. What sports do you like, Crystal? And what are your teams? Who are your teams? So we have an empty net. They almost scored an empty net goal. I mean, it wasn't that close, but it was just in the vicinity, and that enough is enough to make your butthole goal. You know. Oh, come on, get it in, get it in. Okay, 3 minutes. They didn't get a. How did they not get a penalty that one? The sport is on. I'll watch it, but I don't actively watch any sport really. That's fair. Yeah, I just started back with hockey, as we all know, and then just really starting to get into baseball. When I went to my eye appointment today, I had my Dodgers hat on, and as there were like other people with like Dodgers hats on and Dodgers jackets and stuff all around, like on the bus and shit. And I was like, I'm part of the club. Okay, go 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 go. Okay, a little under 2 minutes left. Still trailing by two. Empty net. We have an extra attacker. No, the boys are playing hard tonight. That is no question. There's no doubt. They have come to play. Whether or not they win, you win some, you lose some, but I hope they win some. They've got a minute, 23 seconds left in the third. Come on. Minute left. Okay. Nope. Okay. Never mind. 41 seconds left. The tension is palpable. Palpable. A nutty third period? Is that what that guy said? You wouldn't be able to hear, but gutty? 16, 10 seconds left. 3. One goes. Canadians win. Win by 2. Wow. What a absolute. My body is releasing all of its tension in very weird ways right now. Because I was like, I'm sure you noticed that I was a little tense. Eensy beensy bit tense while watching that. Yeah. I mean, I know you win some, you lose some. It's disappointing when your team loses. And wait, am I streaming? That's weird. Breathe. Yeah, it's always disappointing when your team loses, obviously. And it's hard too when, it wasn't, there were a lot of cracks in their game that you feel like you're like, that's not typical for this gang to do. And so you're a little bit like, oh, you're trying to kind of breathe in the peace, breathe out the hot rage of loss. So I feel like my laugh sounds right now. Yeah. So it sucks. We don't like to see it. But losses do happen, unfortunately, and just something that as a sports fan, you have to. You're gonna experience it sooner or later. Your team's never gonna be number one in every game in every season, but it still doesn't make you enjoy it, and that's okay. Just the experience. Maybe it is a practice in uh, learning to cope with things we can't control and things we don't necessarily like. But yeah, I did feel like sometimes you have losses and you're like, I understand how this happened, or like this kind of, a couple slip ups here or there. And it seemed like a more like a deep structural issue in this whole entire game. And not just this game, I would actually even say, but in what we've been seeing for the past couple weeks, unfortunately, um, where there just hasn't been a lot of um, consistency. Maybe there's a communication breakdown. Um, seems like we're having some goalie issues, which honestly, like that makes a huge difference, obviously, because goalies keep pucks from going into nets. Um, and so it's a little tough to see that and, you know, feel good about what's happening, but hopefully we can get that situated before the playoffs, because they are creeping right around the corner. Yes, they are. Isn't that right, Scotty? What are your thoughts, Scotty? Do you have any more thoughts? Any thoughts in that head? I'm sure you do. You're a very smart boy. So let me look at the upcoming schedule. Scotty has strong opinions on the matter. Yes, the meow is so cute. He's so cute. Everything he does is so cute. Scotty has strong opinions on that matter. Yes, just like his father. Okay, so let us tomato. Okay, so games on Okay, so the next game is Tuesday the 31st, where they're playing Columbus. And then on the 2nd, they're playing Columbus again. Um, and then the 4th, the 5th, the 7th, all the way to the 14th. And then let me see what is going on for the Dodgers. Okay, so like kind of all over the place, but not. Peacock makes it a little bit harder to find. I'm going to try to keep us up to date on the Dodgers games. Okay, so the next one I see that I have available is on the 5th. But also, so let's see, what day is that? That's Thursday. So we could do that. We could do next Thursday. So I'll try to do that. Like I had scheduled some stuff last week that I thought I was gonna be, you know, ready to do and in the mood to do, and I just wasn't. I just felt like poop, and I just wanted to not do that, so I didn't do that. You know how it is. Um, but yes, thank you all for hanging out with me. It's been fun. It's been real. And let's just forget you saw that. And we'll keep watching the sports and stuff. I'm going to try to get back to doing the halfway to Halloween cow. Hopefully on Tuesday, we'll be doing Ghostface, the Ghostface patch. And if I do that, I'll probably do the Alien one at the same time because both of them are fairly quick. The Alien one, especially, is very quick. And then, you know, we can do that. So, hearts to you as well. And yes, so thank you for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we can see a little turnaround in the Canes, you know, unless you're rooting against the Canes and you're probably like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I know Lori is probably sitting there like, ha 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 ha, my team is king of the castle. So, you know, I understand if it's not your team, you probably don't really care about the Canes turning it around, but that's okay. Anyways, I will let you all go, but